verification. The IRS has announced it will be issuing refunds to more than 1 million Americans who filed their taxes late during the pandemic. But there's an important deadline for those who qualify to keep in mind. We are joined now live by Jen Burke from the Maine Credit Union League. So Jen, tell us a little bit about this announcement and how Mainers might benefit.
Yeah, well, if an individual files their federal tax return late without requesting an extension from the IRS, they incur a financial penalty. And those penalties aren't insignificant. The IRS typically assesses up to 5% per month of what is owed in taxes, up to 25% maximum. And so let's say you owe $5,000 in taxes. You fail to file on time, and that could be a penalty of $250 the first month alone. So let's say you didn't pay, you didn't file for 5 more months. That gets you over $1,200 in fees from the IRS for failing to file your taxes. So the IRS has announced that if you were impacted by the pandemic in 2019 and 2020 and you didn't file your taxes on time, those penalty fees will be waived, and if you've already paid them, they'll be refunded. So this should be great news for taxpayers. I mean, I think the IRS recognizes the incredible strain people were under during the pandemic. Frankly, they're still under. You just heard that segment about inflation. So this could be good news for a lot of people. In fact, the IRS estimates that 1.6 million people will receive some type of a refund for this. So it's good news.
Yeah, and that is a lot of people. And so if you think you qualify, what do you have to do?
You actually don't have to do anything. The refunds will start to be issued at the end of this month and into October. So you could look for a check from the IRS for those fees that you incurred. If you have an IRS online account, you might receive it through direct deposit. So again, there's not much to do. If you think you qualify, you'll get those back. It's just important to note that this is reprieve for failure to file penalties, not failure to pay. So if you didn't file on time and you still haven't paid, you probably are going to have penalties for not paying. So they're two different things, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, good advice there. So what's the deadline that taxpayers need to keep in mind?
So this is the big thing. If you still haven't filed your 2019 or your 2020 taxes, you have until September 30th to do so. So you've got just over a week and a half to get those taxes filed. And this IRS is suggesting that you file them electronically to expedite the review. So, take advantage of this. This is significant dollars. Just get those taxes filed. And I think a lot of Mainers and people across the country will certainly benefit. Don't miss out on this.
Yeah, it's not often that the IRS gives money back.
So yeah, I mean, we don't get to talk a lot about IRS good stories that are coming out. But, again, so many people struggled during the pandemic. And, the IRS saw that with all of the delays in the filing. So this is a way to kind of continue to help people overcome the financial hurdles that they faced during the pandemic. So it's good news, and I hope people take advantage of it. So keep that September 30th deadline in mind.
All right, Jen Burke from the Maine Credit Union League, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And when we